Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CISE Topper Classes. Today we are going to discuss chapter 20 Statistics exercise 20.1 question number 1 to 10. So let us start solving this exercise here in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Now let us solve this question here. Exercise 20.2 first part, we have to state which of the following variables are continuous and which are discrete. So we know marks is scored out of 50 in a test. So firstly, we will know about discrete and continuous. Continuous is something which will increase or decrease and let that has no restrictions to stop. But discrete is what it increases, but it can stop at a point and then it doesn't decreases also, it doesn't increases also. So if we see the first part, we have to find marks scored out of 50 in a test is continuous or discrete. So we know after 50, the marks will not be increased, means not nor it will increase nor it will uh, means it will not increase there, so it has restrictions here, therefore it is discrete here. And if we want to find for daily temperature, we know daily temperature will increase decrease, that has no restrictions, hence it is continuous here. And if we see the third part, size of shoes, we know size of shoes will be come to an end at us at some point where the man has a maximum limit here. So that is also discrete here. It will stop at a point, then it will nor increase there. Now distance traveled by a man, that will always be increasing, because when man goes 1 kilometer, then he will go 2 kilometer, then 3 kilometer, that will be in an increasing sequence. So this is continuous here. If we want to write for time, time never decreases, it only increases, hence it is also continuous. So this is the solution of question number first here. Let us solve here question number 2. Using class intervals from 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, we have to construct the frequency table for following data. So this is the frequency table here. If we write for 0 to 4, we have 2 values. Then after 5 to 9, we have 7 values. So here 7 frequencies. Then 10 to 14. If we count from this data we have counted here. So this is, if we count 10 to 14, like for example, if we see, this will be 1 2 3, then 4 afterwards, 5 6, and then 7 8. So here we have 8 values, so this is 8 frequency, like this only. 15 to 19 we have drawn here, and now 20 to 24, these are the tally marks. If we want to write 5, we will draw 4 tally marks, then we will draw a diagonal tally mark to write 5 tally marks. So this will be the 5 frequency here, then 6 7 means 7. So this is the way we have to draw the table here, and this is the solution of question number second here. Now let us solve here question number 3. Here we have given below are the marks obtained of 27 students in a test using the class intervals 1 to 10. We have drawn here the same thing. The first part we have drawn the tally marks here, and this is the frequency here. Now the second part is state the range of these marks. If we want to find the range, we know range we can find by subtracting the maximum observation with the smallest observation. So here smallest observation we have 2 and maximum observation we have 40 here. So this will be 40 minus 2, so 38 as the range here. If you want to find the class mark of the third class of your frequency table, so class mark we know that is will be the upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So the class mark here of the third class will be 21 plus 30 divided by 2. This will be 51 by 2. So 25.1 or 25.5 we can write as the answer in this question. Means this is the solution of question number 3. Let us see here fourth question. Variate, we can write it as variable among all the data given. One of the variable we can take here. Class size means the gap between the two upper limits and lower limits. So the gap we can write, or we can write here the difference between the actual upper limit and the lower limit. So the difference we can write here, the difference between upper limit and lower limit of any class here. And if we want to write for class mark, this is the middle value between the upper limit of any class of upper limit here and the same thing lower limit. If we want to write the class limit means class intervals we can write. And here true class limits are the value of the limits of continuous frequency distribution. So continuous frequency distribution we can write here. If we want to write here the sixth part, this is frequency of a class. So frequency of class we can write as the values which are written after tally marks. So tally marks also we can write, but tally marks beside them only we write the frequency or the number of times observation appeared. So this is the frequency of a class. Cumulative frequency means the sum of all the previous frequencies is known as the cumulative frequency. And other things are written in the book, so we can just go through the book once for understanding these all things. Now let us solve here question number 5. We have to fill in the blanks here. The number of observations in a particular class is called what of the class? So we know this is frequency here. The number of observations in a particular class. And the difference between the class mark of two consecutive classes is the size of the class, we know, because the difference between the class marks of two consecutive is the size here. Now, the third is the range of the data 6, 19, 23, 13, 11, 25, 18 is. So we know range we can find by maximum observation minus the smallest observation. So this will be 25 minus 11 means 14, because 25 is the highest one and 11 is the smallest observation. The midpoint of the class interval is called class mark. We know the midpoint is class mark of any class interval. The class mark of the class 4 to 9 will be 9 plus 4 divided by 2, so which will be equal to 13 by 2. So here we can write this is equal to 6.5 is the answer here. So this is the calculation part here. So now let us solve here the sixth question. The marks obtained out of 50 by 40 students is given here in test. So firstly, we have to find from that taking class intervals, we have to draw the frequency distribution table, and tally chart also we have to draw. So here this is the first part, means here we have drawn here already the chart for that frequency table. So we will just take the class intervals as 1 to 10 and 11 to 20 till the highest value, which is 41 to 50. Then here this is the frequency marks and this is frequency here. If you want to convert the above distribution table to continuous distribution in the second part, so firstly, we have to convert by adjustment factor. We know adjustment factor is the lower limit minus the upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. So this is 0.5 here. From that we will 0.5 we will minus with the lower limit and add in the upper limit. So this will be 0.5, then 10.5. Now the tally marks here we can just draw between these numbers only if any of these numbers lie. So by taking these numbers as the overall thing here, we have to draw the tally marks and frequency in the second part. Now the third part is asked here, state the two class limits of the third class. So we know true class limits means the adjust after the adjustment factor the class intervals which we are taking here. So this is only we have to 10. So if we see here class limits of third class in the true value, so this will be 20.52. This is 20.5 is the upper limit. Sorry, this is the lower limit here. Lower limit will be 20.5 and upper limit will be 30.5. This is 30.5. Now the fourth part which we have to find is state the class mark of the fourth class. So if we want to find the class mark of the fourth class, we know class mark is found on the stated value of the class intervals. So here class mark of the fourth class will be, we will take here upper and lower limit of this table, because we are taking the stated class intervals here. So this will be 31 plus 40 divided by 2 is the class mark. Lower limit is 31, upper limit is 40 divided by 2, means 71 divided by 2. If we write here, this will be 35.5 as the answer in this question. So this is the answer of fourth part, this is the answer of third part, and these are the tables drawn for the class here. Now let us solve here question number 7. Use the adjoining table to find upper limit and lower limit of fifth class. So if we see the first part here, we have to find the upper limit and lower limit of the fifth class. So here the upper limit will in the fifth class will be 52 and lower limit will be 48. If we write the second part here, second question here, we have to write true class limits of the fifth class. True class limits means after applying the adjustment factor, we have to write. So if we write here two true class limits, because we know adjustment factor we calculate by the difference of the lower limit minus the upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. So this will be 33 minus 32 divided by 2, 1 by 2 equal to 0.5. So true class limits we are going to write here. Firstly, upper limit, this will be upper limit. Upper limit we will just subtract here from 48. Upper limit will be, we will add in the upper limit, and 0.5 we will add in the upper limit, and 0.5 we will subtract from the lower limit. So hence upper limit will be 52.5, and if we write the lower limit will be 47.5. The third part here is class boundaries of the third class. So if you want to write the class boundaries of the third class, so this will be from 37.5. Class boundaries will be 37.5 to 41.5. 37.5 to 40, sorry, this is 42.5 here. And now if you want to write the width of the sixth class, this will be the difference of the true upper limit and true lower limit. So this will be in the sixth class, if you write 57.5 minus 52.5. So this will be 5 is the answer here in the fourth part. So this is the solution of question number 7 here. Now let us solve here question number 8. The marks of 200 students in a test were recorded as follows here. So we have to draw the cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency we know is the sum of the all the frequencies side by side. Means the previous sum of the all the frequencies which is given in the table. So here we are going to draw the cumulative frequency table. So let us start solving here. Marks percentage. We know marks percentage if we write here from 10 to 19. This will be frequency will be here 7. And if we write for 20 to 29, frequency will be 11. And if we write it on adding side by side, this will be 18 here. If we write for 30 to 39, this will be 20. 20 plus 18 we can write as 38. If we write for 40 to 49, this is 46 here, and if we add 46 plus 38 here, so on adding this will be 38 plus 46. We know 38 plus 46 will be 4 here, and 84. If we write for again 50 to 59, this is frequency is 57, and if we write 57 plus 84, this will be 1 here, and 9 plus 5 will be 14, 141. If we write for 60 to 69, this will be here 60 to 69 frequency is 37. So if we add 37 here, this will be 8, and 14 plus 3 will be 178. For 70 to 79, the frequency is 15, and 15 plus 178 again if we add, this will be uh, 3 here, and 1 F here, so this will be 193. If we write for again 80 to 89, the cumulative frequency, here the frequency is 7, we will add 7 in the cumulative frequency 193, so it will be 200. Means this is the cumulative frequency table for all the data given in the above table. So this is the table here we have drawn. Now you can understand what is cumulative frequency and how to calculate it for the data given. So this is the solution here of this question number 8. Now let us solve this question here, ninth question. Here given below are the marks secured by 35 students in a test. We have to draw here taking class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20 and 20 to 30 so on. Construct the frequency as well as cumulative frequency distribution table. Find the number of students obtaining below 20 marks. So here we have to draw now for frequency also and for cumulative frequency also. So let us start drawing. This is the table here. Here we have classes like 0 to 10, then 10 to 20 we have drawn here, and these are the tally marks. Frequency is we have counted here from 0 to 10 what which are the observations here. From that we have written the frequency, and adding frequency side by side with the previous one we have the cumulative frequency. So this is the solution and this is the distribution table here. So this is the solution, final solution of question number 9. Now let us solve your question number 10. Here the marks of 100 or 50 students out of 100 or 50 students in a test are given below. Here firstly we have to from this data taking a class interval of size 10 construct a frequency as well as cumulative frequency. So if you want to construct a frequency and cumulative frequency table, we have drawn here this table here as from 0 to 10 and the highest value which is 90 to 100 we have drawn here. So as we know that 40 to 50 is blank here, nothing value we can see here. Wrongly I've written some values here, but after that I've crossed it. So this is nothing here, means there are no number between 40 to 50 in this given data, and the cumulative frequency we can write here which is 34. Now if we solve the second part here, which class has the largest frequency, if we see which class has the largest frequency here, so this is the fourth class from uh, 30 to 40. So this is the solution of second question, second part here. And the third part is asked is how many students score less than 40 marks. So if we see here how many students, this is number is 34. Less than 40 is asked. So this will be 34 as we see from cumulative frequency. Now if we write the third part here, fourth part here, sorry. The fourth part is asked how many students score first division 60% or more marks. So here are 13 students, which is more than 60% if we write, because if we add these numbers this will be 13 here from above 60. So this is the solution of question number 10 here, and this is the final answer of first, second, third and fourth part. For any doubt and queries, you can ask your question on comment box. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.